Bail Organa and I are leading a conference concerning the refugees from the war. I leave for Alderaan in the morning.
In the episode Assassin, one of the interesting things that we got to do was go to Alderaan. Now this is pretty amazing. I mean, I know we saw it in Revenge of the Sith, and that was very eye-opening because it had these alpine mountains, and it was this kind of futuristic castle set up there in these mountains. And growing up, I had always thought of Alderaan as more of the grasslands that Ralph McQuarrie, I think, had famously painted in early development for the original Star Wars. But you know, when working with George, he wants to see Bail go to those mountainous regions, the castle where we saw him in Revenge of the Sith. So let's dig up all the old concept artwork that George had done for Revenge of the Sith and see how that stuff works still. Let's look at all of Ralph's old data on Alderaan. So we're taking something Alderaan, which in the original Star Wars was just a matte painting of a planet that got blown up. And now we're going to go there, and that's always exciting, but now we want to make sure we get it right. We've got to make sure that we connect with all the different Lucas divisions that have ever done anything with Alderaan, and see how, you know, for this series, for George specifically, we can make it look like he wants it to. Even Kevin Kiner got in on the act, and he has Leia's theme, a very reminiscent note of Leia's theme as Padme's landing on the platform at Alderaan. It's always a great moment when Kevin can sneak those themes in, because it really ties us together with the whole Star Wars experience. One of my favorite sets on Alderaan is probably the big conference hall where we have a wonderful painting done in the background. It just kind of gives you a sense of history, a sense of culture for Alderaan, and it's just really wonderfully done. I love those types of details in the sets. We use some influences from the interior of the Blockade Runner. We use some influences from the kind of more futuristic things we saw in Revenge of the Sith to do the interior hallways.
Isn't it just beautiful?
And then there's a wonderful scene shot on the balcony overlooking this vast landscape of mountains and hills with Padme and Ahsoka. Almost reminds me of The Sound of Music at that point, which I think is a really fortunate and nice thing to happen if you've seen that movie.